be able to print off your work and to save your drawings as PDF files can be a frustrating experience for new CAD users. In this lesson we aim to teach you the difference between model space and paper space and the benefits of using viewports. By the end of the lesson you should have no difficulty setting up your workspace and be able to print off drawings in any format you want. Hi and welcome to How to Use CAD. Today's lesson is about setting up the workspace in TurboCAD. If you are new to CAD design, then setting up the workspace and printing off your designs is not as simple or as straightforward as you might like. What we have to consider are elements such as page size, scaling, drawing size and print size, and find the best way forward depending on what you are drawing and what you are attempting to print. So let's get to it and select a new drawing page. To do that we need to go up to the top left, click on File, click on New and select New from Scratch. So that gives us a new drawing page. So now we need to set up this page, and to do so we need to go to File, select Page Setup from the drop down menu, and we now have a pop-up relating to page setup. To simplify the lesson I'm going to select size A4, and the reason I do so is that it is one of the most common print sizes. Drawing sheet, again ISO A4, so A4, A4, and we leave the scale at 1:1 full. Right, now there are numerous ways I could demonstrate the relationship between model space and paper space, but perhaps the simplest way is to demonstrate is to actually do a little bit of drawing here. So we've set the pages up as that'll print off in A4. So let's draw a rectangle the size of an A4 so we can see roughly what it's going to look like. So an A4 is 297 by 210, so let's tab 210 tab 297. So I'm teaching you here, this is where we add the sizing. Now that particular rectangle, if you look at the sizing at the bottom, 210 297, that's the actual size. So let's rotate, and now we've got an A4 landscape, and let's assuming that was the size we wanted to print. So anything in that size, anything in that frame would actually print on an A4 sheet. So to demonstrate that, let's get a circle, and now if we click on it, turn it into an oval, so it's filling up the space a bit better. And if I was to print now, I should be able to print all of that oval. But let's give it a go. So on model space, if we do CP, control print, and have a look at the preview, you can see you're not getting it. So that's the reason, that's one of the reasons why we don't print from model space. So what we do is we have to do something else entirely, and I'm sure it's quite new to you unless you've actually done or had some CAD lessons before. So right, let's do a named view for what we're looking at. So if we shrink down the space around our rectangle and oval, then this is what we have. So let's assume we're okay with that. Right, named view. So now we go to view and we go to named views, and we're going to give this view a name. So let's call it CT. Let's call it just rectangle. Right. That's all we need to do there. Now if we then go to, if we want to print now, we want to print in paper view. So we're going to go to view 1, and we're going to go view. We're going to put a viewport into view 1, and to do that we'll take up all of this page, and we're going to put in a rectangle. Okay, and you can now see the rectangle is in paper view. So if we could print, that would be fine. However, it's not to the right scale, so we need to scale it. To do that, we just click on the view, go to properties and viewport, and we do, it's not fixed, it's 1 and 1. And there you go, that's your viewport. Now if I was to print that, I wouldn't want to print the outline on the outside, so if we click again and go to properties again, visible box, no. Okay, so now let's have a look at what the print preview would look like. Control P and the print preview, perfect. That's going to give you your oval in paper source, so that's ready to print. So now let's recap. Let's go back again to model space. So what we did was we set up the page, we set up the worksheet as an A4. We did a scale of 1 and 1. So we added the rectangle, which is the size of an A4. And then we put something on the page so that we can demonstrate that we can print it. We tried to print in model space, and as you can see on the Control P, which is the print shortcut, the preview is showing that we get nothing, and there's a reason for that, but I'm not going to go into it right now. But if we go to view 1, we're all set up. So we do Control P again, have a look at the preview. It's exactly what you get. So basically, the paper views, you can create as many as you want for the model space. So in other words, if I was to replicate this for a second, Control C, Control V, let's just put it over here. And now let's put half a circle in there, or put a different type of oval in there. So now if I created another view of this particular section, so let's first off shrink it down. Now we're going to have this view, we're going to do named views, and we're going to call it Rec 2. So that's an example. So now we model space, duplicate. Can we duplicate? Yeah, of course we can. Duplicate, go to view 2, view 1, view 2. Let's get rid of the viewport and put in a new viewport. So now we go to view, viewports. Again, select right at the top, and we're going to go back 2. Again, it's not to scale, so you mustn't forget to scale it up. Viewport, fixed, it's 1 and 1. And again, you remember how to take the border out? Yeah, so go back, viewport, and visible box, no, okay. Control P, full preview, that's good enough for me, so let's just straighten it up, and Control T again, full preview, there you go. Now that's looking well, I think we've explained it enough. Right, so something else whilst we're here, and we're going to talk about viewports and model space for a moment. So for example, let's go back to model space. I'm working, and let's assume I create something else and I make alterations. So let's just do a little rectangle into the oval. Now let's go and have a look on view 1. Size. Just select OK. we now have a page ready for drawing. View 2. It's showing. Didn't show in view 1 because view 1 is of a different view. Remember? View 1 is over here. Let's put another circle in here. Now let's go back to view 1. You can see it's there. So in effect, whatever alterations we make within the model space, it will automatically update on all of the paper views. Have as many as we want on the paper views, and it's a really useful tool. We can, now what I have to tell you is that it doesn't work the other way. In other words, if I was to go back in model space, I'm going to see that in view 2. Now if I change it here, go back to model space, it doesn't work. And so that is the relationship between model space and paper space, and that's how we print our paper space. So that's about it really for this lesson. You've learned how to set up your pages, you learned how to set up a worksheet or a drawing, you've learned how to do page setup, as in set up your printers, etc., size of the page, etc. You've learned how to draw within that size, and you've learned how to print using viewports. That's about as good as it gets, I'm afraid. So that's about it for this tutorial. The next recommended tutorial is called Snap Modes and how to set them up. However, you can of course jump in anywhere you want and use any of our easy to follow tutorials for rapid advancement with CAD. If you have questions or want to know anything in particular about this tutorial or using TurboCAD, just post a question in the comments box. To stay up to date and get notified on new video posts, you should click the subscribe/like button. Look forward to chatting with you on our next video on how to use CAD. Over the next few months, How to Use CAD will be creating tutorials on how to design extensions, loft conversions, kitchens, bathrooms, new builds, and a wide range of refurbishment projects. These kind of tutorials will give you a real-life insight into how we do a measured survey, create existing layout plans, and then walk you through the way we create the new layouts to satisfy the most demanding clients. We will also show you how to save money on larger projects through the use of creative design and a good understanding of the building costs. In effect, you will be looking over our shoulder and see how our projects come to life. Once we are happy with the new layouts, we will then walk you through the planning application process and show you how to provide all you need for a valid planning application. Once we have a planning approval, we will need to prepare building regulation drawings, and for this phase we will teach you how to create detailed drawings and detailed sections for foundations, floors, roofs, electrical, heating, drainage, and everything else you need to get approval from building control. These kind of CAD tutorials are simply not available on YouTube or anywhere else. They will be an enormous help for anyone interested in developing their CAD skills, as well as showing them the process of creating and developing their building projects.